2 years ago, I graduated from university, and instead of applying for a job that my degree could bring, I instead chose to work a simple part time job and instead focused my energy and attention on learning the skills of trauma healing and emotional alchemy and learning how to come to the root of your triggers, inner child healing, all of those things. It's something I'm super passionate about because I have, in my experience, noticed so many positive effects of this. And I don't believe it's that hard either. But today I want to talk about what I have found, what has changed for me since I learned how to heal myself and do after I've done that again and again and again and again. So first things first, very important, I have much more fun in my life. There have been so many nights where I could have had a lot of fun, but I was stuck in drama or being triggered without understanding what triggered me or that I was triggered. So my life now is just much more enjoyable. Both the, everyday, the mundane is much more alive and joyful, but also the joyful moments are also stronger and more enjoyable. For me also, which has been really cool, is that my life journey makes sense to me. I know myself on a deep level. I understand my journey. I understand the story I'm living. Like I have a personal narrative that's now, making sense, and that brings a sense of like ease and safety with myself, which is cool. It also unlocked songwriting for me, and I get the best creative ideas through these healing rituals that I do. It has also improved my relationship. We already had some very good things in place. I've been together with my partner for 7 years, and my boyfriend Vincent, and we had some good things going for us before, but when I learned trauma healing, really took it to the next level, because there had been moments where I had been projecting or being triggered and taking out on him, where we didn't understand what was going on. It's helped me have more compassion for myself and understand some certain behaviors from him, and also more compassion for him. It's just been so beneficial, and it's made our emotional intelligence is such a strong part of our relationship, and it makes everything so much easier. It's also, I believe in going outside your comfort zone and expanding and growing. That's one of my values, and that can be hard when your nervous system is dysregulated, or when you have a lot of trauma that it's like you hit walls when you do things, and if you don't know how to handle those walls, it can be very hard to go past them. You just bump against the wall and you just loop against the wall again and again. That could be going outside your comfort zone in intimacy, like intimacy and personal relationships, in career, just in life in general. So knowing what to do when you hit those walls in yourself and knowing how to move through them is very powerful, and helps going outside your comfort zone be manageable, even though it's always a bit scary. I also have much less, much less controlling behavior. I used to have a lot of controlling behaviors, and I was quite rigid, not always in all circumstances, but in some, social, with other people, and also with food and things like that. And it's an ongoing process with the controlling, because of course the controlling behavior is as a defense mechanism, and when you go to the root of why that defense mechanism was there in the first place, when you've done that and healed that part, the defense mechanism doesn't have the same purpose anymore, and it shifts, and or like the controlling behavior diminishes or like releases. So that's very nice for me and the people around me. I also love that I know my body on much deeper level. I'm also much more embodied now than I was before. I used to not be able to feel parts of my body. I used to very easily just dissociate. But now I am anchored in my body, and I know my body. I know its physical needs. I know its emotional needs. So I can give it that. And, you know, it's also given me the ability to breathe deeper, but I'm breathing deeper. I'm dancing more freely. I'm singing more freely. My voice used to be so constricted, but now I can sing more freely, and yeah, my body just feels so much lighter, and that's amazing. I'm also much more comfortable in social situations. Of course, I've healed trauma directly related to myself in social situations and my confidence. But what I used to do a lot was to lean on others before for emotional safety. And now I know that I am my primary source of safety. And having that with you wherever you go, that, you know, emotional safety, self-sourced from within, it gives you a great sense of peace. And I think it's nice for the people around you to feel that you know, family gatherings, parties, talking to strangers, that's just much easier now than it ever was before. Also, on the other side, alone time is also much nicer. I love spending time alone, and you know, before it was this feeling of when I was alone, like, oh, everything just came and it was a lot of noise and I was trying to keep myself busy. But now alone time is just nice. I was actually in Costa Rica by myself. I lived at the beach by myself for 3 months, and that was a great experience. And I couldn't have done that before. That was not something I was able to do before. It's just so nice to know that, you know, you're okay, you know, in yourself, with yourself. I also have a much deeper and more enjoyable relationship with my family. It's more authentic. There's both more individuality, you know, we accept each other's differences more, we realize each other's differences, but also more compassion and understanding and connection. The final thing, there are so many benefits that I found, so I could talk about this for a long time, but the final thing, which is of course really powerful, is that I know what I want much more. I'm connected to my desires, and I'm also connected to my intuition. I can hear my intuition much, much, much easier. It's like I can't not hear my intuition. And so I know what I want in life. I know what I want to do in life. And I also feel like I can enjoy the process of walking towards desires much more, and enjoy the journey of life. I can flow with it with much more ease. So yeah, those are some of the amazing benefits that I found with learning how to be my own alchemist, my own healer. I will stay tuned for more of this.